for them to try to discredit us because we're women is pretty disrespectful.
There's a lack of respect for women's sports. However, their passion for the game is just as intense as their counterparts.
Softball has been the love of my life since I was 5 years old.
As a kid, as me playing soccer, I've always wanted to play soccer at a historically black college.
This sexist debate stands for men that say women's sports are not exciting. They're not athletic. The level of competition isn't equal. So how do women athletes respond?
I block it out.
I mean, I really don't entertain it.
Women's sports can be just as exciting as men's sports.
We go to the gym at 4:40 in the morning for practice. Football isn't even out there yet. Basketball isn't in the gym yet. I think that women athletes are actually getting after it more.
We put the work in every day and we come out and work hard and we just want to prove everyone wrong.
To say that we are less than is inaccurate.
Entering Black History Month, Grambling University star point guard Shaquilla Hill experienced gender and color bias as she recorded her second quadruple double. No other athlete, male or female, has done that.
Sue Bird, who said something like, you can get recognition from the best, like Michael Jordan, LeBron James, and people like that. And then it's Mike and Larry sitting on the couch eating chips that can tell you that women's basketball isn't a sport.
Despite the criticism, Black female athletes continue to take pride in competing and inspiring others.
For me to do that and be at a HBCU and me being a Black woman is pretty empowering for me, and I know it's pretty empowering for little girls.
I can prove to people that I'm good at what I do.
I do wear it with pride.
My pride is boosted like by 1,000. I think it is definitely a big deal to be a woman in sports just because of everything that we have going against us, and I take pride in being a female athlete.
Losing the SWAC championship in heartbreaking fashion. Losing your leading scorer and the defensive player of the year.
Today finally ends the wait and see period, so Coach Pugh has made her decision.
No one gave the Jaguars a shot, but senior guard Courtney Parson accepted the challenge.
I know a lot of people counted us out because of what happened with Coach Pugh leaving, and especially her going into the SWAC with PV. So I knew it was going to be a lot of pressure, not only on myself, but on the other 3 seniors that we have.
Athletic Director Roman Banks quickly hired longtime assistant coach Carlos Funches. And from day one, he knew who his leader would be.
She has that uncanny sense of knowing who's open when she's driving to the basket. If somebody helps off, she'll do a great job of finding an open player. And that's the type of leadership we need out of her.
With Southern winning the 45th Bayou Classic, the Lady Jaguars are hoping to do the same on the hardwood when the Grambling Tigers come to the Bluff.
It's going to help a lot with the fans here and, the crowd behind us. It's going to give us a lot of needed energy, a lot of needed confidence to be able to beat them.
It will be a battle of point guards as Grambling star guard Shaquilla Hill recently recorded her second quadruple double. And last year she came in this matchup after her first. But Coach Funches is confident in number 12.
She's a true point guard. I mean, that's the only position she's really ever played in her life. And a true point guard is really hard to find. That's probably the hardest position to find a player at. But she does a tremendous job. She knows what she's doing on both ends of the court. And, we're going to have her experience coming down the stretch to win this championship. And without a doubt, she can get the job done.
Marvin is a big man, 6'7", 222 pounds.
Like father, like son has been the model for the Freeman family. Growing up in the majors, Marvin and Justin develop a special bond on and off the field that's undeniable.
Not only my closest friend, but a mentor, been my pitching coach my whole life. Whenever I have an issue or a problem, I can call him up and he usually just fixes it really quick over the phone.
That's my main man, like I call him. Pitcher relationship, pitcher coach, father, son, friend, mentor. I mean, everything that I wanted out of my father, I did to him.
Besides sharing a last name, Justin has tried to emulate his dad's aggressive pitching style. Although Justin is more controlled, they share one commonality: height.
He's kind of tall, 6'7", he's about 6 or so.
Tall, lanky pitchers. We try to model my mechanics after his. I do that to the best of my ability. The closest thing I got would be probably my fastball. His slider was so filthy, I'm still trying to get that down, but trying to take it one step at a time, and I feel like I'm getting closer and closer.
And when it comes to who throws more speed on a fastball,
mine.
You can't out-throw me, man.
Mine has been faster since probably about my junior, senior year of high school. I passed him when I got into the upper 80s because he was going down.
When I was his age, I was already in the middle.
He can still get some people out. Don't get me wrong, he still got it.
As Justin wraps up his final season, pitching in the majors is his goal. However, his dad's message is to take it one pitch at a time.
If I continue to work to the best of my ability and give this my all, I can get there. He always tells me to just trust the process, because baseball's a mental game, so you're gonna have your ups and downs. You just always gotta stay level and never get too high or too low.
Leonard Fournette, a guy known for delivering the blow instead of taking it. A bulldozer up and down the field. After rushing for over 1,000 yards in only 13 games his rookie season, Fournette is looking to emulate his success by returning to his former body size.
I feel healthier. You know, I say probably one of my first years coming in feeling healthier than I ever did before. Weights down, you know, just maintaining it throughout the year. That's my weight I felt best in college, my sophomore year when I was up for the Heisman, you know, for that year, and just wanted to take it back there. At first, you know, it's kind of hard because, you know, I haven't been used to that weight since high school, but now it's coming back, you know, doing the extra milo and stuff, getting my more explosiveness. I brought it back to high school, and I'm doing 50 push-ups a night. You know what I mean? Just trying to get as much strength and power I can back.
With all the workouts and body transformation, getting his reps on the field is still the priority. So it's safe to say he doesn't agree with Allen Iverson's views on practice.
We talking about practice. Not a game. We talking about practice.
Me? I'd rather practice, get it out the way, and go home early. That's what I'd rather do.
As Fournette gears up for another season, he's looking to put up big numbers, even on his hometown team, the New Orleans Saints. Despite being a Jaguar, Fournette's mission is not only to give back to the city of New Orleans, but he's also making a difference in Jacksonville with simple gestures like playing catch with kids after practice.
It just brings you back, you know, to that place when you was a little kid. You know, me growing up wishing that I went to open practice for NFL teams, you know, meeting NFL guys, and just giving those kids the opportunity, you know, something I didn't get as a kid, and just using my ability and my talents the best way I can.
For your Go Black and Gold, I'm Aaron Lee. What do you get when you cross a dream chaser with an undaunted challenge? The answer is Raging Lewis. The LSU guard and former SEC Defensive Player of the Year is having one of her best seasons and recently moved to 10th in all-time scoring for the Tigers.
First, I want to give all the glory to God, first and foremost, all the time. It's all Him. I think all the things I've been through, just a blessing. It makes me to the person I am today.
Lewis is more than an athlete. Always excelling in math and science, she discovered electrical engineering in high school, and the rest is history.
Fell in love with it, and I stuck with it pretty much. And I think what made me stay with it is because people kept saying that it's a difficult major, you can't do it, especially as an athlete. And then I'm a female at that, and then I'm an African American as well.
I plan on being an engineer at NASA, so I have no choice but to be the first.
Inspired by her favorite movie Hidden Figures, like Mary Jackson, she embraces being the first in the present, but appreciates the sacrifices of those before her.
Actually, they went through a lot more than I went through. It's motivational, just to see black women winning. Those women, the one that made a difference for us today.
Head coach Nikki Fargas has seen Lewis blossom into a great athlete, but also a strong black woman. Fargas noted that she's been cheering in Lewis's corner over the last 5 years.
The best compliment that I possibly could give her would be my daughter, who's 5. I would love for her to be like you because of who she is and what she values as a young lady.
When somebody tells you you cannot do it, that's when you're proven wrong, period. And as a black woman, the odds will always be against you. So it's just stepping out and being confident and stepping out and doing what you do.
For Local 33, I'm Aaron Lee. They say history repeats itself. The Southern Jaguars have had legendary quarterbacks such as Quincy Rashad, Dre Joseph, and Austin Howard to name a few. These guys all started and played in a Bayou Classic. However, there's a select group of guys who've transferred, started, and won the Classic.
Number 3, William Mayo.
William Billy Mayo transferred from Morris Brown College in Atlanta. He started the 1979 Bayou Classic and led the Jaguars to a 14-7 victory, which was their first win against the Grambling State Tigers. That ended an 11-year losing streak. Marcus Jacoby, a Louisiana native who transferred from Louisiana Tech. He started all 11 games in 1996 and defeated GSU in the Classic 17-12. Until that season, there had never been a white starting quarterback in the SWAC. Now, it's Ladarius Skelton's chance to follow in their footsteps. The Arkansas Pine Bluff transfer won the starting quarterback job mid-season, and he will start this Saturday in the 45th Bayou Classic. Like Marcus Jacoby and Billy Mayo, maybe Skelton can join that elite, legendary, and vintage club of transfer quarterbacks who started and won a Bayou Classic. It was supposed to be like any other race.
I'm thinking about why I'm here.
But on this day, the state championships took a back seat.
We're about to run a race that we could have never trained for.
Poor weather conditions made it tough for cross-country runners, including Hanville's Alexandra Oakland. But in the midst of competition, Oakland's instincts and compassion would prevail.
We were running neck and neck the whole time, and whenever she hit the hill, she just collapsed, and I didn't think about nothing else. It all happened so fast. I just leaned over, picked her up, carried her up to the top of the hill, made sure she was okay, and then we just finished. And I just wanted her to finish along with everyone else.
The moment these young ladies shared, Hollywood couldn't script it.
She just started saying thank you over and over again. Like, we found each other because we finished like right next to each other, and she found me, she gave me a big hug, she was so thankful, and it didn't calculate because I just thought I just helped her. I mean, it wasn't a big deal to me, but to her, it was life-changing.
This experience has humbled Hanville's head coach Sean Crochet. He said it was rewarding to witness Oakland sacrifice herself to help out an opponent.
You know, when I got the picture and took time to really see what was happening, I was overcome with emotion to see how much of a person of character and integrity she is through all this. It is a great moment of pride for us to see that she hasn't shied away from it, and she's been a great ambassador for everything that we stand for as a school and as an athletic department team.
Congratulations to Alexandra Oakland, Fox 44's Play It Forward Sportsperson of the Month.
With the pocket holding it up, and it's tall and it's picked off. Danny Johnson has it down the sideline. He'll take it in. Touchdown Southern, just what they needed.
5'10" senior defensive back Danny Johnson has high expectations this season. After posting 9 interceptions last year, he wants to be known as a legend for the Jaguars.
My senior season, I set a goal to get 12 interceptions. You know, I just want to, I always set the high standards for myself. You know, I just feel like I want to be one of the best DBs that ever came through Southern.
Johnson is replacing speedster wide receiver and kick returner Willie Quinn, which he said he's learned a lot from. He considers himself an offensive weapon since high school, and anytime he touches the ball, he's thinking touchdown.
I felt like I was just an athlete in high school. I played defensive back, safety. I played corner, safety, quarterback, wide receiver. You know, I even punted, you know, so that was the biggest thing, you know, just making the plays for my team, you know, when we needed.
Johnson's passion for the game comes from things off the field. Danny, just tell me, why do you play? Who do you play football for?
I play football for my son and my family. You know, that's my biggest inspiration. So every day I just come out here and give it my all for them. You know, at the end of the day, I want to be able to take care of them one day, just like they took care of me.
Aiden, his 6-year-old son, is daddy's #1 fan.
He's real energetic. You know, his biggest thing is being around his dad. You know, everything he sees me do, you know, he want to do it. He comes to every game. He's in the crowd dancing. You know, he feels like he's more important than my mom. You know, every game she goes to, he feels like he has to be there. Even the Bayou Classic, he was just like, you know, I have to be in New Orleans. So, you know, just having him here, you know, just seeing that smile on his face just gives me, you know, that passion to play this game.
It's evident Aiden gets his top dog personality from his father. In a one-on-one matchup, Johnson says he'll win that fight every time. He isn't shy to talk a little trash pre-snap.
In the game, you know, if he says something like that, you know, he's at that 10, it's just me and him, you know, I'm telling you, you know, it's me and you.
All right, show me that. Let's get to the 10-yard line. Let's show me that.
You might not
Don't look at the quarterback, man.
You might not leave
all right?
this line.
I'm letting you know it's a TD right here. Don't look at the quarterback. I'm gone. I'm letting you know it's lights, man, if you look at the quarterback. Say it. Hey! You know this for TV, right? I had to make you look good. I had to make you look good, right? For Inside the Jaguar Nation, I'm Aaron Lee.